Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the HG Gundam Throne Eins from Gundam 00 Season 1. Now, I have reviewed the previous two of the trio, the Drei and Zwei, and I did mention that I will be reviewing this, but I guess I kind of forgot in the middle process, because I did review the Gundam Archie or Arche, because I have bought all four kits at once at the time. And recently someone on YouTube saw one of my videos and was asking me where's the review of the Eins, and here it is. So once again, this is one of the trios of the Trinity trio. The main reason why I guess I kind of skipped or didn't build this is because the first two, the Drei and Zwei, were just so, like, I'm just gonna say they were kind of bad from, at least from my standards. They were kind of bad because they are sticker heavy. Like, yeah, the sticker issue was like one of the main things that I really hated. Like, every part had like a sticker like to like cover it up, or like it was just so crazy that I hated it. But this one today, or last night, I was building it, and I'm just gonna say this: despite the number of stickers, this one was the least problematic ones. And yeah, I was actually glad that I built this. Alright, now let's get on to the review. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about the components. First of all, what you get, of course, is the Gundam Throne's Eins, of course, Gundam Throne Eins. As well, you get the GN Launcher, which also has another form called the GN Mega Launcher. You get his GN Rifle, which is kind of has this really interesting shape going on. And you have the GN Shield, which is on the other side of the shoulder. And two Beam Saber hilts, or two GN Saber hilts, if in this case, but with no Beam Saber effects. Yes, this was like a staple thing with the trio. Every trio, I believe, did not come with a Beam Saber effect, so you have to have another like 00 kit that had these flat Beam Sabers. I've tried the Gundam Age kits versions, and they do not actually fit. They're kind of smaller than this. So yeah, and I do remember one of my most of my viewers telling me that the Age ones don't fit. Alright, so other than that, what you're supposed to get is a sticker sheet, as I just showed you guys, and then some leftover polycaps, and that is it. There is no, like other leftover pieces. Now, I do want to mention that on the instruction manual, I'm kind of surprised that they did not mention the fact that they could do the combination with the Drei or Zwei with the kit. Nothing is actually mentioned on the manual, which is kind of interesting. Okay, anyway, let's get on with the review. Now, first of all, we're going to start with articulation, and I will mention out or point out what part is a sticker. Now, for the head. Personally, I think this, the Eins head is like the most coolest one of the three, personally. Luckily, the only sticker you're using on the head are the eyes. Like, I believe other kits had, like, you have to use a sticker for the chin or head or, like, well, the side vents. But no, this one does not require that. And on the back side, the sticker you use on this section right over here. So the head articulation, pretty good. I mean, pretty standard. It can go down that much, up that much, and 360 twist is possible as well. And it's the color-wise, it's not like black. It's actually more of a chocolate brown color, really dark chocolate brown, the way how I can see it. Okay, now let's look at the arms. The shoulders, these pink sections are stickers, so you get 4 for front and back for each side. And then there's no shoulder movement. As I mentioned, the versions don't have these as well. So the articulation is pretty limited, and this came out in 2008. Just keep that in mind. The arm can bend 90 degrees, and the arm itself, well, in this case, I wouldn't recommend that you go 360. I mean, if it weren't for this cable, you can go 360, but because of this, I do not recommend this. And you have the GN Shield. Now, here is like the terrible part. This part is a sticker, as you can see. This is the only kind of pain in the ass sticker that you're going to use. I just used it because I got lazy, but yeah, this is the only bad part of it. And this is the GN Shield, which actually you do come with this rubber cable thing to make it look like that, you know, to show accurate. Yeah, I'll go with the back later. And on the shoulders, we have these flaps that can move, and then the GN sabers, which you can clip out if you want to do so. Which I will, actually, yeah, I'll take out this one to show you guys later. And let's look at the main body. The body also doesn't actually take many stickers. The main body, the one that takes stickers, is like the inside of the body. Inside here, where you use a metallic or shiny purple sticker, and you cover it up with this clear piece. These yellow pieces obviously are separate pieces, and once again, like the previous two, no ab crunch, but you can you can twist it 360 if you want to. But once again, usually this would be the case, or if you force it around, you can do it. But once again, the backpack is actually colliding with some other parts. So if you force it, obviously you can do it, but you don't want to break anything. And then now let's look at the backpack. Now the backpack, those who have the Drei and Zwei, they come with these extra connector cables things that you can actually attach it to the backpack. You open these up, and then reveals two pegs, and I believe those are supposed to be connecting in here, because other than that, there's no purpose for these. So that's that. And then the backpack, we have this section, which actually, the cannon section actually has a lot of good movements. I mean, way more movement than I thought. So we have this first piece right over here, this gigantic piece right over here. It has two connecting points, one that connects to the backpack, and the other that connects to the cannon. And because of that, the cannon can also move on its own, like, oh, come on. The cannon can move on its own like that. It has a good range of movements as well. And since it's on a peg, you can also twist it or spin it 360 if you want to do so. And the other feature I will show you guys when I'm talking about the equipment now. Okay, now for the thigh section, or no, not thigh, but the waist section, we have the front skirt armor. Once again, those pink sections are a sticker, and they come in a single piece, but they are one of those things where if you cut the middle of the ball joint, you can use them as, you can separate them as well. There's no side skirt armor, which is pretty good for me. And then the legs are one of those really old type legs where it's just connected to a ball joint, so there's no side swivel, so that means it cannot also go to the side 90 degrees. Forward can almost go 90 degrees, but because of the design of the legs, it doesn't really look like it. And it has a pretty good bend at least. And yeah, on the feet, the only stickers that you use are actually on the feet, this end tip here. So, and then we have a ball jointed feet, nothing too special going on here. Oh, also for the arms, you can go 90 degrees to the side, and it has a 360 twist, your typical 360 twist, and your typical ball jointed hand. So nothing too special on that part. Okay, now we've seen the basics of it. Now let's look at the equipment now. Now first of all, the beam rifle slash GN rifle. Very awkward looking design for me, at least. Or at least if it did not have these wing flaps things on the bottom, yeah, I think it would have looked better. But once again, on the rifle itself, you do get one more metallic purple sticker for the scope. And these white end tips are supposed to be stickers. I just colored them using a Gundam white marker. Okay, and that's pretty much it. For the beam sabers, once again, the kit does not provide the beam saber effect parts, but if you have another leftover beam saber effect part from other kits, you can plug it in and then just slide it into the hand if you want to do so. And there you go. Okay, now this is the GN launcher. You have this, which is on its base mode, and this can be actually fired by its own. And then we have the other alternative mode called the GN Mega Launcher, I believe, where you turn it up, and let's see, you open this section up and reveals a even larger and longer cannon. This thing is very long. So to show you guys how long it is, here's a HG kit, typical HG kit, and its length is almost as like what? It's almost like double the length of the height of a HG kit, so that's very, very long. Okay, so in the anime, who's seen the animation know how this works. Now, at this point, according to the wiki as well, the Eins cannot actually fire this on its own, I believe. Or, I mean, even if it can, I believe after one fire usage, I think it won't be able to, like, operate properly. But the way how this works is that you reveal this section here, and it reveals another handle for the supplier unit. It could be either the Zwei or Drei, I believe, since they both come with those extra cable connectors. And I guess you can hold the handle right over here. And this is where the tricky part is. Now, I don't know why this was necessary. But the way how this works is that you flap this open up, and then this connects like this. Oh, there we go. You have to slide it in, and then like you have to like position the rifle as much as you can so it can actually get the beam rifle. And the problem is that these stupid wing flaps on the shoulder get in the way a lot, so you're gonna have to do a lot of fiddling around with this. But once you get it, you can get it, I think. Yeah. So I mean, I've done this before and it does work. It's just that these shoulders are pretty stupid design, if you ask me. Like having the beam sabers on the shoulder, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that, but Jesus, like having those wing flaps, I have no idea. But once you get the position, right position, you sort of have to fiddle around the one, but it's not impossible. And there you go, you have the full connector. And then if you have the other two, you can connect the other two units with these parts. And there you go. And I think that's pretty much it to show, because the trio, despite I'm not sure how popular they are, but definitely they are a pretty good like a set to have if you like the characters or mobile suit itself. But also, once again, because of these feet, there is going to be some balance issues, because I'm pretty sure that these guys or these mobile suits are not meant to like walk or run around the ground, if you ask me. Yeah, you can see it's not in like the right position, so you really need to fiddle it around like this. But anyway, at least among the trio, the Eins has the less problematic stickers, and so yeah, this will be the less painful one to build in terms of stickers. Now, it's really up to you on which trio is your favorite, but if I have to choose among them, I think the Eins basically takes the lead for the less stickers. But of course, if you want something overall improved of the trio, the Gundam Arche is the best choice. So that's that. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. This was the review of the HG Gundam Throne Eins. If you have any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned as well. Until then, see you guys next time.